Hey guys, don't mind the little disaster. I had checkers, so it's like right there. But anywho, today we're gonna talk about how to care for a crested gecko. But before I get this video started, let me give a little reminder to you, ladies and gentlemen out there. So I am doing a giveaway. Once I hit 200 subscribers on YouTube, I will be giving one lucky person a leopard gecko. Yes, a leopard gecko. A live breathing gecko. Yeah. Not no toy. A real live breathing gecko. So if you are submitting to this giveaway, make sure you're prepared to take care of this beautiful, loving reptile. But for you to have a chance to win the giveaway, there are 4 steps you gotta take. 1, subscribe and hit that bell. 2, you gotta like. 3, and share. And when you're done doing all that, there's gonna be a link of the video for the giveaway on the description below. Just comment done and you have entered, and I will wish you the best of luck. So enjoy this video. Hey guys, so this right here is Luna. This is my crested gecko. My beautiful little baby. Let's see if it focuses. My baby. Yeah, little kitty pie. So, to care for these beautiful reptiles, they're not hard to take care of. They're actually one of the easiest reptiles to have. Yes, you guys are. Yeah. I'm telling you. You always want to go on my hat. Today you don't want to? Okay. So, feeding wise. To begin with, they're nocturnal. They don't be out in the day. They sleep all day basically, and they're up at night. So no jumping, Luna. The kitty is out here. No, kitty's out here. Yeah, baby. So yeah, so they sleep all day and they be up all night. So basically, like I said, they're nocturnal. So when it comes to vitamins, you have to give them vitamin D3. It's a supplement of the vitamins that basically the sun will give them that they don't get only because they're only out at night. So I give them Repticalcium, vitamin D3, as well. Yeah, and I feed that about maybe, I give it to him 4 times out of the week. And then I also give them multivitamins 2 times out of the week. And I do this with all my reptiles. And for feeding wise, I give them Pangea, which it has one that's fruit mix, and as well as fruit mix with insects. I also feed them crickets, which I does with vitamins D3 and, well, calcium D3 and multivitamins, which I have a full little colony right here. They're nasty little critters. I don't like bugs, but I do it for my babies. And these are also for my leopard gecko. So, and they eat mealworms. Mealworms, I only give it to them when I run out of crickets and I gotta go buy more crickets, but I can't because either I came out of work late and the store's closed or so forward, so I give them mealworms. But mostly I feed them Pangea. I cannot say the word, don't judge me. But I feed them, it's like a little powder fruity smell. It smells kind of good, some of them are fruity thing. And I have the food downstairs, but I'm gonna show you a picture of it. Give me a quick second. So since the food is downstairs, I am gonna show you pictures of it. So this is one of the Pangea gecko diets. It's watermelon, natural complete diet for crested geckos and all fruit eating gecko species. Okay. Sorry guys if I have to tilt it because it won't really focus like that. That, and as well as, let's show you real quick. I'm sorry guys. As well as this. This actually has vitamins and stuff in it. But my cresties don't really like this one. They'll eat it only if I mix it with the Pangea. But other than that, they really won't eat it. And the funny part about it, this one smells really good. It smells mad fruity. But they don't really eat it. But I still give it to them once in a while because it has vitamins and some nutrients that they need. But since they don't like this, I supplement it with Reptical, and as well as the multivitamins from Reptical. And they are pretty good. I have not had no problems with them, you know, eating their food or their insects with the vitamins. So it's pretty good. When it comes to basically feeding, they like to be up high. They're always on the glass. For an example, don't mind the dirtiness, I'm gonna clean it, but they like to be in the glass. So we got this food dish right here, and this is where I put the mealworms at, or the powder food that they eat, that you mix a little bit with water, the Pangea. It is held by magnets. It's strong and it's great, and they're always up high, sometimes down low. That's Sunny right there, and this is Luna. See, this is her favorite spot. She stays up there all the time. So when it comes to the tray, you gotta put it like this. And right now this is a temporary tank for them. I have, the last video that I posted, I turned a fish tank into a vivarium. That is a 20 gallon long that I turned into a vivarium. And that tank is for these guys, my two babies right here. So when it comes to lighting, as you see, there is absolutely no lights, no heating pads, nothing. They actually can live in a room temperature from like 75 and higher, and they will do perfectly fine. I had them since they're like this small, almost hatchlings, and they've been doing great, and they gotten bigger. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of them when they were smaller, and I will put it in the video, and hopefully yeah, I can see how big and fast they get. So yeah, when it comes to lighting, you just gotta, you know, room temperature. If you do live in a place that, you know, is cold and chilly, and it gets below certain degrees, and you know, with the heater in your house, I know it'll be fine. But in case you need it, you could get light, but make sure they got hives. I don't have hives for them right now. I did have hives, but funny story, I will tell you in a few, because my cat's kind of, I will tell you. But so yeah, so technically they could live a good amount of time just like this. The 20-gallon is good for the crested gecko, but it has to be Vivario. It has to be the long way, because they like climbing. Like, they like to be up in the air, up high, and stuff like that. So, yeah. Luna, what are you doing? Alright, so 5 facts, right? I got 5 facts that are kind of interesting. The fact that the geckos are called eyelash geckos, well, their nickname is called eyelash geckos. Only reason they have the eyelash, and you don't see a lot of lizards, they can't close their eyes. Their eyes are constantly open, like, okay, that burned. But they can't really, you know, close their eyes. Even when they're sleeping, their eyes are wide open. So they use the lashes. I don't even know, because they don't even blink. But the way they keep their eyes nice and moist, if you've seen a little earlier when I was showing my cresty, Luna, she was licking her eyeballs. That's how they keep their eyes moist, because they can't close it or nothing. So they just be sticking their tongue and touching their eyeballs with it. Creepy, but cool at the same time. Very cool. Now, when it comes to their tails, you know how you got your typical iguana, that, and your typical leopard gecko, they lose their tail, they generate their tail back. Not with cresties. If a cresty loses tail, it will never grow back at all. It'll just have a little stem in the butt, like a little lump, but it will never grow back. And they will lose the tail for any apparent reason. They get spooked, they lose their tail. Sometimes they just feel like dropping the tail to drop the tail. So if you have a cresty and it drops its tail, you're not a bad mom. You're not a bad mommy crust. They just tend to do that. I got lucky. Both of my crested geckos have their tails still on. They have not dropped. They, even when my cat want to put her big ass pink nose in the glass, they just look at her like, you won't face me. Like, tough geckos I got. So yeah, they will lose their tail, and they will not grow back. Back to the eyelashes. So they are called eyelash geckos due to the range of run along the top of their eyes, but in fact they're not actually eyelashes. They're not. Even though no matter the facts about it, I still call them eyelashes, because they look like eyelashes and they're so cute. They're little cute little eyelashes. But yeah, so let me see. The other fact is, if you look at their paws, they got like suction cups. They could climb up the glass and just stick there. I'll put a picture on the video showing you how Sunny was just like into the glass, and they do got nails, but they're actually not even sharp. But they're on top of the section cup, and they just be stuck, like stuck on the glass, and it's so cute. It is. And a fact about the feet, like I was telling you, they, how could I explain it? Their two pads have tiny rolls of hairs that grab and hold onto the glass or onto surfaces and stuff for them to climb. Which that is cool but weird, but very cool. And I'm constantly always seeing them walking around the glass, and I'm sitting here like, I wish I could be a Spider-Man and walk around the walls. And, but, you know, even though I'm a Batman fan, but it's cool. And, another thing with them, they're jumpers. They will leap. Yes, they will constantly walk, but they like to jump. They jump extremely far. I'm like extremely far, especially when you have a baby that's not used to you and is trying to get away from you. Like he could be in that tank and jump all the way to like over here. Like it's crazy. They could really jump very far. So if you really planning to have a crested gecko, you got to realize it's a long term, because a crested gecko could live for 15 up to 20 years long. Yeah, 15 up to 20 years. So you got to be ready for a life commitment with them, because 15, 20 is a long time. Even 15 is a pretty long time. So imagine, and all my reptiles are mostly live for a long time. My iguana could live up to 20, so it's my leopard gecko. All my reptiles, even little crazy head, which I don't know, which is my cat, could live for a while. So you gotta really be prepared to be committed to, you know, taking care of them, because they could live up to 20 years. Yeah. So when it comes to having crusties together, never put two males in the same tank. Don't put a female and a male in the same tank unless you want them to have babies. Two females are okay. I'm not saying do it, because, I got two females in a tank. But I have a big enough enclosure that they're gonna go into, so if they want to avoid each other, they have room to avoid each other. But that's only gonna be temporary, because sooner or later I am gonna give, when they get older, because they're juveniles, they're not adults. Once they get into adulthood and they start going through their hormone changes, I am gonna give them their own habitat, their own vivarium. And yes, so one of them is called Sunny, because I thought it was a boy when I got him, but if I'm not mistaken, it's a girl. But I'm keeping the name Sunny because the sun and the moon, Luna and sun, don't ask. But yeah, so let's see. So I did the food. They eat Pangea, crickets, mealworms. They can eat waxworm. They can eat, as treats, they can eat sweet baby foods such as peach, banana, or I'm gonna try that one day. Now that I think about it, I've been trying to I don't like when my babies eat the same thing every day. Because when we eat the same thing every day, we eventually get bored. Like, we'll be like, ugh, this again, you know? So I try to find, like, what's good food that you could give them for them to try. But you also do research, because there also are a lot of things that are very toxic and dangerous to them. Okay? Okay. So when it comes to the vitamins, I gotta make this very clear because it's very important. Since they don't get the sun, or they don't bask, and they don't get the, the vitamins and everything for them to just digest the food through no lights, because it will hurt their eyes if you have bright lights. So they don't need lights. So when it comes to that, give them calcium, complete diet, calcium, vitamin D3, 3 to 4 times per week. Insects 2 to 3 times per week. Make sure you feed them Pangea fruit mix 3 to 4 times a week. You could give them, 2 to 3 times. You could give them, let me see. There's crickets, there's feeder roaches, there's waxworms, there's mealworms. But you don't want to give them too much insects because it's fatty and it makes them chunky. Look at mine. She loves crickets. They both love crickets and they get chunky. But they could get overweight quick. So, I hope I could help you a little bit. And now I'm going to sit here and cleaning the bottom of the tank. Oh, talking about that substrate. So, when it comes to substrate, you got, what I use is paper towel, or Eco Earth loose coconut fiber. I won't use no sand. Those are the only two that I know that will not really hurt them at all. And with the paper towel, I had coconut fiber in it, but I did tell you I was gonna tell you that, guys, didn't I? But yeah, but I had to take it out and clean out the tank completely. When I tell you completely, like completely, the hives that they had, I had to toss them to the garbage, because where I had my tank, my kittens could climb up on top of the lid. So I guess they thought they could climb up the lid and use the tank as a bathroom and pee in it. So one day I'm I'm on the tank fixing, and I smell something funny. So I smelled the lid of the tank. It smells like straight up cat urine. So I smelled the dirt, and it smelled the same way. The hives, I rinsed them out, I washed them, and that smell will not come out whatsoever at all. So what I did was I threw away all the dirt. I didn't have no extra at the moment to to put some. I do now, but it's pointless because they're gonna get transferred into the tank, into the new habitat in 2 weeks, which I will be recording that. And yeah, so they pee on it. So I deep cleaned the tank. I soaked up the trays, the plant, everything that's in there, and I just left paper towel in it because my kittens felt like destroying my baby's tank, and they kept climbing on it as much as I tried to provide. And I had the tank downstairs, so I brought them upstairs so my cat could stop reaching it and trying to pee in it. because the other tanks that are downstairs are pretty high and they can't get up to it because they still kittens. But this one I had it in the low rack and they got into it with no problem. So I moved it up to the room and it's been good. So now time to clean.